Today's video is brought to you in part by Ladybug Paper Company. Check out their full line of products at www.ladybugpaperco.ca. So we've finally made it to the Cape Split Trail. This is a trail that I've been trying to do for the last couple years. It's super popular, as you saw by the very full parking lot. And the last time we came was about 2 years ago. I was with Adam, and it was just so foggy by the time we got down that it was impossible and pointless to hike the rest of the trail. So now that it's finally a nice day, we're going to take advantage of that and do the trail today. Although beautiful, the area is prone to fog. What might seem like a nice day on one side of the mountain can be completely different on the other. Luckily for us, our double and triple checking of the weather paid off, as we didn't want to make the 3-hour round trip again without knowing that we had a good chance for success this time. It was nice getting out. Only in June does the weather begin to turn nice in Nova Scotia, and it's only then that you connect with friends to get outside and enjoy some time romping through the woods. Definitely glad we all brought our hiking shoes with us today. A little muddy. One of my favorite ways to hike is with nobody else around, with the exception of the group that I'm with.
Sometimes not even them.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes not even them, depending on who it is. That's why we haven't hiked with Adam at all this year. As we continued the 12.9 kilometer or 8-mile hike, I was pleasantly surprised with the relative flatness of the hike. We're already 1.5 kilometers in. This trail's going by fast. There's something to be said for hiking a relatively flat trail from time to time. It makes the it makes you feel good about yourself, because we've been doing so many up and down trails that it's just been taking forever. And of course, if you checked out any of our last videos, we've been getting turned around a lot because the trails are not well marked. This trail's everything that you want in a trail, really, except for the mud. I could do without the mud. I may have said that this trail's relatively flat, but this section will work your butt.
Who said that?
I said it. You said it. Adam said it. I like seeing all the ferns out finally.
Yes.
Even just like last week when we were hiking, they were still all rolled up.
Yeah.
So it really fills out the forest floor, I find.
The greenery.
Yeah.
Makes it a way nicer hike.
I think we talked a little bit about this last year, didn't we? Where you were talking about blueberries.
Yes.
And Akane was talking about blueberry jam.
No, we are start talking about blueberry pie.
Oh, it was pies.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
And then maybe start from jam and then pie. And then that day he baked the blueberry pie.
I did, yeah. Yeah.
And you didn't eat it.
No blueberry pie.
It's a good thing, because I'm pretty sure that pie made me sick.
Is that simply because you made it, or?
I think it might be because I ate all of it.
Yeah.
In a relatively short time. I don't think any human could consume that much pie without getting sick. Maybe.
You may need to work yourself up to eating a whole blueberry pie.
You can't just sit down and eat a whole blueberry pie without any sort of training.
And expect things to turn out okay.
It takes years of dedicated concentration.
And is that something you're willing to do?
Oh, I'm willing to do it, yes.
Yeah, good. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
With an elevation gain of 519 meters, or 1,702 feet, the trail does seem to have several steep inclines. Although walking through the forest is nice, the main draw of the trail is the dramatic finish. We just passed the 6-kilometer mark, so that means we're almost here. I'm getting excited to see this view. It's been well built up. I've seen lots of pictures, so I get a sense of what we're going to be seeing, but sometimes there's just nothing like seeing it in person. The cliffs provide a stunning contrast with the deep blue waters of the Atlantic Ocean. You finally get a sense of the height you have climbed at the end. On nice days, plan on bringing a snack and take some time to sit and soak in the sun and the views. Relish in the effort you put in to get here.
Look at me. Good. He needs sunglasses. There we go. Yes, look at me.
Yikes.
Yeah. Good, looking good.
There we go. This is what we've been waiting for. A view just as stunning as that. It looks a little bit different than what I thought it was going to based on the pictures that I've seen. But I actually think it's prettier than what I was expecting it to be. So that's a pleasant surprise. So we've pretty much made it back down to the end now. So I want to give you some final thoughts on what I thought about the trail. First and foremost, you can definitely tell it is a heavy trafficked trail. So it's good and bad. So it's good because the trail is very well maintained. There's no little side loops. It's very well marked. There's even little kilometer markers here and there so you can track your progress. However, there are lots of people on the trail at all times, which can be a little distracting from the nature. This trail in particular is relatively muddy, at least this time of the year. So right now it is early June. The view at the end, absolutely worth it. It was a little cold and windy today, but we still enjoyed our time there and we got some amazing views. So if you're new to the channel, I just want to say thank you for stopping by. Click the like button if you enjoyed it. Also, subscribe if you're not already. And for all those who follow me along, I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you all in the next video. And one last thing is I'm going to challenge you all to share the video, because together we can share the world.